Hey, hello, it's the Ignorant Entrepreneur, and today we're going to be looking at Cramer's Wall Street's week ahead, stimulus package, and IPO Roundup. Let's get it started. CNBC's Jim Cramer on Friday took a look at the week ahead for Wall Street and gave his thoughts on the newest events marked on his calendar. He said he knows it's not a huge news week, but the market's badly in need of another stimulus package. And I quote, "I think the next move hinges on whether or not Congress can get its act together to pass something, an event the market needs to break out of its doldrums." The comments come after the stock market toiled through a mixed day of trading to close out one of the most volatile weeks for stocks in months. The S&P 500 experienced its worst week since late June and its second straight weekly loss for the first time since May. The tech-heavy NASDAQ dropped more than 4% this week, its steepest decline since March. We know housing's been among the strongest groups this year thanks to low mortgage rates and the counter-urban trade. That's how Lennar could rally 37% for 2020, Cramer said. "I want to know if Lennar's buildings into houses and if potential homeowners want those features. There's no way anyone makes big money off a vaccine. Every country on earth is going to put price controls on this thing," he said. "When it comes to big pharma, I care about potential blockbusters, and that's why I'll be paying close attention when Pfizer holds its virtual analyst meeting on Monday. FedEx can talk Christmas surcharge and overseas strength, including China. I bet they'll be ready for the holidays this time. I'm so confident about this one that if it rallies too much on Monday, go buy some United Parcel because I think the pin action is going to be incredibly strong," Cramer said. He also mentioned something that I thought was pretty interesting, which was Camping World. "I've noticed a lot of the youth, including my friends, have been going out camping. And of course, that's been stimulated by how amazingly positive the pandemic has been for the camping business. In this age of social distancing, camping is arguably the safest way to take a vacation. And Cramer thinks Camping World is crushing it." Now, just before I go into the latest IPOs coming out, I want to make note of Cramer's warning that investors be cautious about how they approach the market this week. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is expected to hold a briefing after the central bank wraps up its final two meetings before the November election. I think he'll urge Congress to pass some kind of bailout for the industries that have been forced to shut down, Cramer said. Cramer also mentioned Peloton, which, as you might know, has been selling lots of home exercise equipment, and Moderna. He said he'd like to hear what they have in the pipeline besides their potential COVID-19 franchise. Maybe they'll give us an update on how big the vaccine trial is going. Well, here we are, IPOs. First up on my list, we have Snowflake, the thing that's going to be too red hot unless you can get a piece of the actual deal, which would be fantastic, he said. It might be too expensive otherwise. Unity software, not yet profitable. JFrog, this is one of the most lucrative corners of the cloud-based software space. Sumo Logic, he wasn't too familiar with this one, but what matters here is that you've got now 4 cloud deals coming next week, and that causes some portfolio managers to sell current cloud holdings because they have to make room for new ones. Amwell, given that Teladoc's merging with Livongo, the digital health coach, Amwell could slot right into the market as the only publicly traded pure play on telemedicine. That said, it's still far from profitable. GoodRx, at a time when people are paying close attention to their health and their bank accounts, GoodRx seems like a winner. Again, though, it depends on price, and you don't want to buy something that comes in too hot. Palantir, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos, Palantir's a rapidly growing business, so it might work, although recent reports suggest that the early interest hasn't been as strong as the company or anybody else expected for that matter. And then Asana. Asana's got a terrific growth rate, 82% in the most recent fiscal year. Very few have that, but it's also a consistent money loser. I think it'll be a good test case for what the market values. That's it. That's the quick rundown on the new IPOs coming up. What do you think? Comment below, like, and subscribe. Also, let me know what you'd like to hear about next. All right.